Hello, everyone. Dr. Eames here. I'd like to talk about one last topic for our Chapter 2. And this is just comparing in general the management perspectives that we've talked about. Um, the one thing that all of these different perspectives had in common, whether it was the classical management perspective comprised of scientific and administrative management, whether it was the behavioral movement or the outgrowth, the human relations movement, whether or not it was the quantitative approach and so forth, all of these approaches at the time thought that they were the one best way to do things. That's what's called the universal perspective. Now, today, we don't believe in the universal perspective. Today, the generally accepted management perspective that most businesses and organizations are operating under is called the contingency management perspective. And it's just that. Contingency management it means that the decisions you make and the directions you go are contingent upon the business environment you're operating in. So the industry matters, the labor matters, the specialty of the jobs matters, the consumers matter, all of that stuff. Everything, all your decisions are contingent upon what you're dealing with. So it is very much a situational approach. So what the contingency approach says at its heart is that it's okay to do anything from a management perspective as a way of getting the business done and achieving your goals, as long as it's ethical, as long as it's moral, as long as it's not illegal. You are free to borrow any idea and do whatever works for you in the context of your business environment. So the situational approach is where we are at today. And it does seem to me that I don't know what the next management approach would be. If here we are today in contemporary times saying, well, whatever works as long as it's not unethical or illegal or whatever, we should do it, then I don't know where we go from that to improve upon that. It seems incredibly flexible, but we'll see. What we really have today using the contingency approach to management, which I think that the great majority of organizations are really sort of embracing, is everything is integrated. When we look at the systems perspective of management, it tells us that things come in the door, inputs in various categories, that we transform them somehow, and then things that go out the door, the goods and services we provide, and so forth. This is all very coordinated and very integrated. And so it works today. And it seems to be what the general approach is internationally. So all businesses today and organizations, business organizations in particular, are dealing with a lot of contemporary issues. These are coming out of the socioeconomic sphere, where it is trends in culture and beliefs that people are going through. That certainly does affect our business. Lots of issues, the increasing diversity in the workforce, the increasing numbers of women in the workforce, the rise of violence in America. All of these things matter. And so we have a lot of contemporary issues to deal with. I mean, not the least of which is it's possible to have 3 generations working side by side in the workplace together. And so the dynamics of that are interesting and also challenging for managers. So many contemporary issues today, and we have such an integrated situational approach, that's where we really are in today's world with modern business. Well, that's all I have to say this time. I'll talk to you again soon.